our guest is here. Right on time, too, for me to end my sentence. If he's ready, he can give us a thumbs up. Of course, we're going to welcome him back to the show. He's part of MLW Slaughterhouse this Saturday, October 4th. It's live in Long Beach, California, on YouTube or on beIN Sports. He's going to be in a major Chamber of Horrors match for the MLW World Heavyweight title. We welcome back to the show the one and only Mr. Thomas. Good morning.
What up, guys? I got good timing in the ring and on the pod here.
How you doing today?
Chilling, living. What are we up to? What are we chatting about? What are we mad about? What's the internet wrestling community upset about this morning on a lovely Monday?
We were actually giving the Hardys their flowers.
Oh, they deserve it. They deserve it.
Yeah, we were talking about Jeff Hardy and how he's a rock star.
Yeah, it's crazy how Jeff is the more mobile of the two. That's the leg drop. That leg drop off the top. I'm warning you, Matt Hardy, Fandango, all you guys, you'll feel it in the long run.
Oh, they are in some cases.
The hips don't lie. Shakira told me once.
Shakira told a bunch of times that the hips don't lie.
I had to change the channel after more than once. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked here. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. As my little subtitle says right there, I'm the number one contender for the MLW World Heavyweight Championship this Saturday in LA. If you're out, tickets as low as $10. MLWLA.com. Come out to Slaughterhouse. I'm going to kill somebody in a steel cage and win a world title. I mean that with my heart and passion. There'll be other good wrestling there as well. Like Mystico's there, so don't let me pretend that people are going to come out and watch me. Mystico is on the show as well.
Well, you're in the Chamber of Horrors match, though. And
I am.
Yes, I'm sure you're familiar with the WCW Chamber of Horrors match, one of the greatest matches of all time.
That was the 3-tiered one, though, right?
No. That is legitimately the greatest match of all time. Okay. The 3-tiered steel cage. No, the Chamber of Horrors match. Hold on, you got to do some research here, Mr. Thomas.
Listen,
you got to study up.
It's not that I don't know ball. All right, it's just whatever that Chamber of Horrors was called. Was that the Dungeon of Doom one?
No. That's Dungeon of Doom versus Alliance to End Hulkamania. Chamber of Horrors was Halloween Havoc 92, 3, something like that. Abdul the Butcher got fried. They put him in an electric chair.
Someone is going to get electrocuted this weekend, I hope. I hope it's not me. It won't be me because I'm coming out on top. And I barely do death matches. So whatever a Chamber of Horrors match is not usually what I sign up for, but I'll hit someone with a weapon of any sorts that's within my vicinity for sure. So.
Last time we had you on the show, you had just signed your MLW deal, if I'm not mistaken.
Technically re-signed. I had been there for 3 previous years, but I'm back for another 3 years. You're stuck with me.
But so you've made an impact on MLW both in front of the camera and behind the scenes, because here you are going into this match as a contender for the world title. How are your feelings kind of, again, starting where you were having re-signed last time we talked to you and now having that respect on your name?
All I've gotten is a little bit of air and opportunity. And every time I go out there, I prove myself time in and time out that not only am I loyal and a company guy, but I belong in there with the top dogs. I go toe-to-toe. I hold my own. And, one of these days I'll come up on top, and then don't be shocked when Mr. Thomas is the world champion when you wake up on a Sunday morning. I'll still be celebrating.
How are you celebrating?
Lots of tequila. If we're in a medical marijuana state such as California, I will partake. If not, I will stay within the lines of the law. A couple In-N-Out burgers, animal style, and wherever the sun takes us on that day.
What kind of tequila?
Man, you're really killing me. I sure really know the MLW Don Cueto.
Don Gatto.
More of a Casamigos man myself, but Don Gatto's been lurking around dropping bottles in my bag, so I must stay loyal to the company,
It might be there.
It's a Monday morning. Hard questions. You're dropping, what's my specific tequila brand? It's 11:27.
It's early. Or it's late, I guess. We've been on the air for an hour and a half. 11:27 is late. I've been up since 6, Mr. Thomas.
Come on, get another level.
What happens when you have kids? You got to get up at 6 o'clock for these little heathens.
Can't relate.
All right, so we got tequila. We're celebrating. We got medical marijuana. We're celebrating. What kind of food we have? What kind of platter we got out here?
I mean, if we're in LA, obviously In-N-Out's the way to go. But late night, I'm all for like burgers and fries late at night, or something that could just be quick and easy. I don't usually trust California pizza, but a breakfast burrito is always good any time of day, and there's just enough places that'll just deliver right to you. It's excellent.
You can't just make your own the next day? What's going on?
I'm not one to do things for myself. I have people for that. But yeah, no, I'm big on a good breakfast burrito delivered right before it's time for me to leave to the airport. I like to cut it close that way.
I can respect that. I can. I do the cooking in my house, so I kind of like. I don't always get waited on like that, so I can appreciate it.
You got to live a little.
I know.
Spend that winner's purse. Immediately as soon as I get to whatever city that we're in. I usually come out a day or two early, so I'll land this Thursday, and I'll eat until Saturday morning, and I'll be very happy.
Well, if you win, are you gonna do the Macarena? Do you know the lyrics?
I do know the lyrics. Where'd this come up from? I just saw this somewhere. I do know the lyrics to the Macarena. Shout out Rad Pro Wrestling. You know what? That's a perfect plug. Rad Pro Wrestling, December 6th in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Check them out. I might be on the show. I might not be on that show. But shout out to Rad Pro Wrestling. They're doing their thing up in New England. Wrestling can still be fun. It's not all meant to be taken seriously. This is not the most real life shit that we have going on. I apologize for cursing, but if you still love pro wrestling and if you want a family friendly experience, check out Rad Pro Wrestling on December 6th in Massachusetts. They do cool stuff out there. And with that being said, if you're looking to be a professional wrestler, New England Pro Wrestling Academy, also run by the same lovely people up in the New England area. Check them out.
Do you have a favorite 90s themed character or TV show, since Rad Pro really does lean on that nostalgia?
I've been getting a lot of TikTok's been pumping me Power Rangers clips lately. Like when the Green Ranger lost his powers, gave his coin up, brother. I didn't realize how much that stuck in my head until 2 days ago when I saw it, and I was like, damn, I do remember that. They kind of dogged Tommy out, but good storytelling, wrestling fans. If you just let it play out, it'll work out in the long run. So when Tommy came back as White Ranger, we were all popped and we're very excited. There was no spoilers because we weren't looking for trouble on the internet. And I'm sure a bunch of people bitched about it, but in the end, we all got what we wanted, and it was better than we could imagine. So
I don't know if the internet existed in like 92.
No, no. I mean, listen, the water cooler talk or wherever we discussed Power Rangers on a fourth grade level, well, I'm sure there was some gossip going on there where Tommy really went. Did his contract expire? Is he going now? The parallels, the wrestling parallels.
This is what we talked about when we were playing tag. Where did Tommy go?
If you apply pro wrestling logic to anything else in life, sometimes it doesn't make sense, but also everything is pro wrestling. So,
did his contract expire? Like Tommy's gonna show up to Transformers?
Jump ship, baby. Jump ship.
Tommy bringing the Dragon Zoid to fight Optimus Prime over here.
I heard they wanted to do a spin-off. They wanted to do a Tommy spin-off, but he said, no, give me more money.
This is how I read Twitter every day when I wake up in the morning, when I see wrestling gossip. It's just like, who do you know? You don't know nobody. You're guessing. We're all guessing.
Tommy getting creative control. That'd be amazing.
Brother, he didn't want to come back because the pink one always got to hit the last guy.
He wanted to be a different color. He didn't want to be green anymore, but they didn't like that.
Creative differences.
Oh man, we should just rebook the entire 90s television series or just television universe with people just jumping ship. Yeah, they put Aunt Viv was a completely different person one season, so they just swap out characters. Yeah, it's fine. He got removed from the Power Rangers website. That's how we knew he was gone. Got moved to the alumni section.
He's been archived. Oh my lord.
He just tweeted out, "Thank you for the opportunity. Today is my last day in Power Rangers."
Yeah, on to the next. Please support my GoFundMe and my brand new T-shirt. Available live at Pro Wrestling Tees tomorrow morning at 10.
We had a guy who used to do our SmackDown post show who now does like a 90s nostalgia podcast. I think he does a lot of Power Ranger stuff. I need to send this clip to him because he would love that.
It all makes sense.
You're taking. I mean, I don't want to be unfair and say you're taking shots at somebody, but MLW tweeted a hourglass. And he said, time is relevant. Tired of this ticky-tock bullshit. Won't be taking my spot. Who do you think this is in reference to?
Let's just say there's a lot of rumors and innuendo going on out there, much like we just spoke about. Who's not signed, who couldn't get re-signed, who wasn't talented enough to get increase in pay, who got released and came back to MLW before. So, just kind of hearing about all the things that happen outside of my wrestling world, which is MLW, which is fine. And it's okay to want to be here and want a spot, but don't just think you're going to walk in, win the world title on your first night. When I tell you I will fight to the death on Saturday night to win this world title, I don't care if it's Mads Kruger, C.W. Anderson, Matthew Justice, a guy with a smoke show hot girlfriend who's not that good at wrestling, who couldn't cut it on the main stage on Netflix, has to come back down to where I've been running shop for 4 or 5 years now and try to step up to the plate and make a name for himself at my expense. It's just not going to happen in that order. So if he can take me out and, overstep me to get to Mads Kruger and, whoever else has that title on top, then so be it. But in the meantime, I'm not just going to sit there and watch someone who sold a bunch of T-shirts and a bunch of people kind of sort of give a fuck about walk in and take my shit. So we'll deal with that on Saturday. We'll see who comes through the curtain, if anyone shows up, because sometimes people hear what the truth is and they don't want to come play ball. So it is what it is. I'm ready to fist fight anyone who wants to step in there and think that they're going to take the MLW World Title away from me. So that's where I stand. That's my stance.
I want a fantasy book for a second. We'll rewind for a second. All those things you said about the potential person and the potential partner,
sure,
and the qualities they may or may not possess. Let's say that person did show up, and let's say they did bring that partner who you would need, in that case, maybe someone to team up with in a tag team scenario. Which woman from in or out of MLW would you be pulling up with you?
Oh, I mean, Janai Kai would be my number one draft pick across any platform of wrestling. Io Sky has a special spot in my heart, but it's easy to grab the number one wrestler, male or female, in the world right now. But Janai Kai, I think, is a ultimate talent. I think she gave a lot of credibility to the MLW Women's Championship, and wherever she is currently ends up when she comes back, whatever she decides to do, she'll forever be an impact player in this business. So I think she has a style and a presentation that no one else currently possesses. And I think when given the right opportunity with the right opponents to have lined up, she should be the next Bill Goldberg. I mean, and should never lose. That's just my personal opinion. So if Rad Pro Wrestling ever lets me take the book, how this ends. She'll beat all the women and all the guys, and everyone taps out on the way to the top.
Okay, kind of like that.
Case closed.
How's her spear? She has great kicks. How's her spear, though?
How's her
spear?
Oh, she's excellent. She's all around. She's 99 overall. She's got spirit. She's got speed. She's got performance. She's got the look. She's got kicks. There's everything somebody wants, she has. And charisma, too. And her TikToks are funny.
Oh, Jenna's great. She's been on the show a couple times, I believe. You faced Kojima this past weekend at Fury Road. Didn't go your way, unfortunately.
No, I tried to get the best of him, but he's got a lot of, seasoning. He almost saw it coming. One of the greatest Japanese wrestlers of all time. I came out on the short end of the stick, but somehow that makes me a top 4 contender for the world title. Don't you question wrestling logic, people. It makes sense enough for it to make sense, but a great experience. Kojima's the man. Obviously a dream match for any wrestler to have. I was thankful enough to have a moment with him after the match, which we embraced a little bit, and I got to show my gratitude and professionalism for him. But I let him know that I watched him versus Masawa in the hotel the night before from 2004, possibly the year I graduated high school. And he was very impressed that I went back and didn't watch that match. But he's a great dude, a great performer, and I wish it would have turned out a little differently for me.
You should have taken him all the way to the end. You should have taken him through the end of that lightning match.
I tried my hardest. If you watch that first sequence, I don't think I've ever tried to pin someone so hard than after that initial boss man slam. And when I went back and watched it, that's everyone talks about the suspended disbelief. That pin, every pin in that match was real. I was hoping he did not and would not kick out under any circumstances. But I guess I just didn't hit him hard enough right beforehand. So I'll make sure I hit him a little harder next time.
Did you try to gift him some bread afterwards, just as a show of respect?
No, I'm a low carb guy. So our mentalities are very different when it comes to diet. I will save my one bagel for when we go to New York City. He can partake because he's at that part in life where he just doesn't have to worry. He's already in the Hall of Fame. It's good.
All right, I have you've been on the show. I'm pretty sure we've done partner promo punch in the face with you, but I'm gonna mix it up this time since you mentioned burgers earlier, and that's how you're gonna celebrate. So we're gonna do eat, trash, and franchise. So this is you're gonna eat the burger, trash one of them, and then one that you want to sell to the people you think is so good. We got In-N-Out, Whataburger, and Five Guys.
Eat, trash, and franchise. All right, so we're going to trash Whataburger right out the gate.
Okay.
If we're just talking burgers.
Yeah,
now, if we're talking slushy Dr. Peppers or Dr. Pepper Icy, however you want to phrase that, we're going number one. But unfortunately, this is a burger category. So we're trashing Whataburger. We're going to franchise Five Guys. Now, as much as I love burgers, it shouldn't cost me 32 doll hairs for 2 burgers and maybe a fry or a shake, whatever I usually get. But $35 is a little steep. I'm not broke. I'm not a broke Bobby. I like to spend my money. But when it comes to the comparison, I'd rather go to In-N-Out, eat at In-N-Out. You can get, 2 burgers, 2 fries, a shake, and a T-shirt, and it's still only $35 somehow. So we're gonna eat In-N-Out all day. But we're definitely trashing Whataburger because I feel like it's overrated. Texas ain't shit. In-N-Out also good, also in Texas. But I will be enjoying In-N-Out this Sunday in Los Angeles for sure.
Slaughterhouse is this Saturday, October the 4th, live, Long Beach, California. YouTube, beIN Sports can't be there live. Go check out tickets on MLW's website and on socials. This man, Mr. Thomas, is competing for the MLW World Title in a Chamber of Horrors match.
Tickets as low as $10. There's been a lot of talk and gossip lately about not being able to afford your family to go see a professional wrestling event. We're in Los Angeles, California, selling tickets for 10 doll hairs. Come out, enjoy it, buy as many tickets as you want. We also have a meet and greet beforehand. So if you want to meet legends like myself and Mystico, please come out beforehand. I can't emphasize that enough. Tickets as low as $10. There are obviously more upgrades if you want to get a little VIP package or if you want to sit closer to the ring. But I assure you, there's no bad seats in this arena. We had our Battle Riot there a few months back, and it's an excellent venue for sure.
Before I let you go, how is your comedy? How are your comedy chops?
Good. I'm 10 out of 10. I'm up to date on comedy. I don't consider myself, I like hack comedy such as Kill Tony, but, I've been out there. I've grew up about a mere 45 minutes from Shane Gillis, so I get all the laughs.
So I have this idea for MLW to make Slaughterhouse a bigger weekend event.
Let's do it.
So you have Slaughterhouse on October the 4th, right? On a Saturday night. What if either the day after or the day before you present MLW's big stand-up event, Laughter House, where we cut out the S and it's Laughter House?
I love this. I love a reason for anyone to come out a day early, and we can always sell joint tickets. Anything to make more money, I'm always in on. I'm not sure we'd have to hit up Paul Walter Housing to get some, connections. But being in LA, this should work in LA. Maybe not necessarily at night, but some of these comedy store guys we can drag across town to do a 3 or 4 o'clock. I don't know. You know how these fans are sensitive. I like a good roast. And I like to make fun of people, and I think nothing should be on, off the table when it comes to, poking fun at other people. But sometimes in today's climate, you got to be a little more sensitive to certain people. But if you like jokes, we should do it. If you don't like jokes, you shouldn't come out. I would suggest to be the host right now. I'll, tell MLW officials that I volunteer to do a. I don't work for free, but if you want to add another payday to my schedule, absolutely, I'm there for it. So let's get it. I love this idea. If you get me 2 or 3 comics that work as cheap as some of these independent wrestlers, then we're already up 25% on profit right here.
Just bring it to Court and the gang when you get to work, and just be like, "Hey, we got an idea from one of the shows," and he'll be like, "We've heard it for years. We're not doing it. It's fine."
Anything for a few extra dollars. And I will say, let me just throw this out there. I don't want to hold up the show, but I'm happy that we're rerunning Slaughterhouse. It's ironic that the last time we had to cancel an MLW show, the only time that we had to cancel an MLW show, it was also Slaughterhouse, which was right here, not in my hometown, but where I currently live, Tampa, Florida. We were going to be in St. Pete. The hurricane affected that show and affected everything around us. So unfortunately, we had to cancel that. Ironically, I was scheduled to wrestle for the tag titles with Alex Kane on that show, but full circle, not that this was in my contract, brother, but full circle, I appreciate MLW making it up for me, put me back in the main event, giving me a world title shot. I earned the world title shot, but allowing me to have a world title shot and put me on the main stage out here in Los Angeles for the world to see. I greatly appreciate it to MLW and everybody involved for sure.
We're looking forward to the show this Saturday. Go check out MLW Slaughterhouse and put it in the chat that you want Laughter House to be a part of that weekend. We're going to make it.
Listen, if you guys don't know me, follow me. I'm out here on Mocha Traps. Mocha, like your favorite hot coffee drink. Traps, like these things that sit on my shoulder. I am on the Instagram. I am on the X platform, as they call it now. I'll be at MLW on October 4th in Los Angeles. I'll also be at Rad Pro Wrestling in Massachusetts on December 6th. I might not be wrestling, but I'll be there in a managerial capacity. I'm pretty sure I'm sponsoring that show with my small business. More on that later. I won't clog up too much time, but I appreciate you guys having me. Support wrestling, support MLW, support your local dog shelter. Stop being so negative. I say this every time I'm here. Bring wrestling together. So much negativity in this world. Everything's split down the middle. Let's just become one. We're all made fun of because we like this one thing. Let's be a real community instead of working against each other. I promise you. MLW's on the up and up right now. Wrestling's on the up and up right now. Big things coming for the new year. Just be supportive. It's not that hard. If it's not your cup of tea, don't say nothing bad. Just move on. Stop criticizing everything. Let's have fun. Pro wrestling, goddamn.